Hello everybody, my name is Tivo Butters and thanks so much for checking out my video. This is pretty much my YouTube debut and I'm so excited to show you this video. When I turned my stream off the other night, I was 34, 34, and then I shot up all the way to the world first 3600. Just some fantastic battles. Honestly, probably one of the best stretches in my GBL career. So I'm super excited to show you this video. But first, let's get into the weeds of why I thought some of these Pokemon would be really good in the current meta. And there are two situations that you're looking for when looking at which Pokemon to run. There's static situations, which is simulations, equal health, equal energy, often equal shields, or sometimes you give a safe swap a plus energy advantage and then you see how it works in that situation. But that situation is fairly static as well. But then there's fluid situations where a Pokemon's half health and you're a quarter health, or you're the one 3/4 health and they're 15% health, and you're trying to figure out, can I farm this down? And those fluid situations are key to a Pokemon's performance and a battler's performance. Honestly, you can't learn everything from the Sims, but they're such a good resource. Shout out to PvPoke. Uh, yeah, so let's check out some Sims on these Pokemon and why I kind of thought they were good at the beginning. Let's look at Froslass real quick. All right, so we're gonna XL this Froslass to 2306 because I am level 49 with my Froslass, but then +1 level for best buddy boost. So we do have the level 50 Froslass essentially. I'm gonna give it 2 Powder Snow advantage because I'm gonna be safe swapping it. And look at this safe swap with 2 Powder Snow advantage. The one thing that is a little misleading is you're not gonna be at 100% health when you have 2 Powder Snow advantage, because usually you'll take a fast move somewhere. So this is a bit misleading, and if we get to some matchups that are quite close, they can flip because of that. But for now, like Tangrowth, not that close. Venusaur, not that close. Drifblim, not that close. Shadow Machamp, not that close. Toxicroak, not close. Skarmory, like I said with Skarmory, this is let's give it the bait. See if he wins. If you get the bait, and then let's see what straight Sky Attack is. Ooh, even if they bait, they don't get the win here. So that's pretty good for Froslass. Safe swap there. And then Shadow Gallade you pick up, Dragonite you obviously pick up, Shadow Dragonite you pick up, Togekiss you pick up, Abomasnow you pick up, Kingdra you picked up, Obstagoon you picked up. Let's see if we pick up Kingdra even if it does the silly Octazooka thing. No, you barely lose if they debuff you with Octazooka. So that's a pretty good win too. Obstagoon, you actually win, which is quite nice. Charizard, you somehow win, but this is real close. So say if I've taken like, oh, but I live with 30 health, so there's no way I'm taking 30 health from fast move damage. So this is a win on the safe swap, which is really nice. And Slowbro I win, Escavalier I win, Galvantula I win, Shadow Abomasnow I win, Poliwrath I win, Snorlax and Shadow Snorlax I win, just barely. I do, and Clefable. But obviously these could flip because these are so close that it could flip depending on how much fast move damage I took. So if I took more than 2 fast move damage, then I won't get to this last avalanche. So this is actually pretty good for Clefable. And the Snorlax matchup is actually really close too, so this could flip as well. But I never shield, is the thing, because I'll never shield this. And if they don't shield, then I just win the matchup. And I win with enough health that they can't. Even if I took fast move damage before, it doesn't matter. So I'll never shield this. So I do essentially win this matchup, which is nice. And Ampharos, quite close. Swampert, quite close. Umbreon, a good counter for me. Muck, a good counter for me. Empoleon, a good counter for me. Empoleon's quite good for my team. Lapras is also really good versus my team. But unfortunately, you don't see that much Lapras nowadays. And then Gengar is pretty much the best counter to it. Scizor is, but you don't really see that. So Gengar absolutely destroys the Froslass safe swap. Otherwise, these matchups are pretty good. And overall, really good matchups for the Froslass safe swap is why I decided to build one in the first place. And I've just loved it. It's a fantastic Pokemon, super A really worth the investment. It's super fun to play. And once again, these are just the static simulations. I don't go too in depth usually in my initial evaluation of Pokemon. I go into the static and then I test it out myself. And I think this team, Shadow Charizard, Froslass in particular, thrive in the fluid situation. And let's get into these battles. Okay, here we go. Match number 1 of this run. And we got the Shadow Charizard into a Snorlax. This isn't a terrible matchup for my Shadow Charizard, but what I like to do is take the lick damage onto the Charizard and try to catch a charge move onto the Froslass, because it will either be double resisted, the Body Slam, or single resisted with the superpower, but I don't get it. So now this Snorlax is able to get out with a bunch of energy. It's a Gengar. Gengar is really bad for the Froslass to see here. This is one of the best counters to the Froslass Say Swap, and I do get a shield though. So that's quite nice. I am going to come out of this with a shield. I'm trying to get to this next Avalanche, and just really great counting by the opponent there to throw the Shadow Punch right before I get to my next Avalanche. So well done there. I take it. I'm just going to try to go up a shield, and I'm just going to let my timer get close to 0 and then come in with the Abomasnow. And at this point, he's in Weather Ball range, so I'm just trying to get to a Weather Ball. I have 2 shields, so a lot of people throw Shadow Punch into 2 shields, so hopefully I called this correctly. And it is the Shadow Punch, so I called that correctly. If that was a Sludge Bomb, that would be really bad. And I think the Gengar has a decent, or still has some energy here. So if I land this Weather Ball, I'm getting rid of a decent amount of energy. Yes, so he wastes a decent amount of energy on the Gengar because he doesn't want to go down 2 shields to nothing. So now I have about 60% Abomasnow, and I got Shadow Charizard with some energy and fairly healthy. And here comes a Shadow Machamp. I switched my Shadow Charizard and matches the swap with a Snorlax here. And at this point, I'm just trying to go for 2 Blast Burns. He has 1 shield left. I'm just trying to either get the shield or just take him out with a Blast Burn. And he doesn't quite take him out here. So this is a tricky situation because he has close to 2 Body Slams worth of energy. So I think I'm just going to double shield this and farm down because I want to be able to keep this Charizard alive to put pressure onto the Machamp. If I save 1 shield for the Abomasnow, I could just lose to Machamp counter damage, and I'm really scared of that. So I do give up the shield here to try to get his shield down, and I get to the Blast Burn energy and then throw the Dragon Claw bait. I'm really hoping to get a shield here, because if he no shields, I throw the Blast Burn, he just loses. So a lot of the time they do shield here, and I do catch a shield, and I'm trying to get to this next Dragon Claw, but no, we CMP, or I'm not even sure if we did CMP. Might have thrown it right before I got to that Dragon Claw, but he throws the Cross Chop, and I barely survive with 1 health. My Shadow Charizard is decent IVs. You would love to see that, and I do get this next Dragon Claw off, so that is huge. It doesn't change a ton, because I actually have to get to this Weather Ball anyway, and I get to that Weather Ball right before it gets to his Cross Chop. That is such a close game, and I actually do think the Dragon Claw mattered, because he might have been too healthy, and he might have been able to take that Weather Ball and counter me down. So super close first game there, and there we go, 1-0. Game number 2 against Yasi, 2-5, 2-3. We got the Shadow Charizard into a regular Charizard. So at this point, I'm trying to catch what fast move it has, and it's a Dragon Breath. So I know my Ice types are actually good against the Dragon Breath version of Charizard. I am letting him get a decent amount of energy. Maybe I recognized it late. You never know. But I do switch into that Froslass, and in comes a Venusaur. Interesting decision by the opponent. One thing I love about running Spice, running off-meta Pokemon, is it does catch your opponents off guard. If they're not used to seeing a Froslass Say Swap, they throw a Venusaur to it, and that helps me out there a lot. I'm able to land the Avalanche, but he survives with just a sliver of health to land the Frenzy Plant. So it's not a terrible matchup for him. I do maintain switch advantage, but it actually wasn't terrible swap to bring in that Venusaur there. And at this point, I'm going to die to Dragon Breath. But he's scared that I am close to that next Avalanche, so this is fantastic. I'm going to take out some of the energy here from the Charizard. And like I said, it is Dragon Breath, so I'm fine just going in with Abomasnow, because Abomasnow can win that matchup. So I believe I do go in with Abomasnow here. I do go in with Abomasnow, and I just try to spam on this Weather Ball, and get there before he gets to any charge moves. I do get to this Weather Ball. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. It's not going to take out the Charizard, but he still has 2 shields, so he's probably going to shield. He no-shields it, so he's saving 2 shields for his back Pokemon. I'm worried about the Blast Burn here. Not the best Dragon Breath counter in the world. Not the best counter in the world. So I do shield that Dragon Claw. And then in comes a Shadow Machamp, which is pretty scary. I got 1 shield left. He's got 2 shields, but I have a decent amount of energy banked up on this Charizard here. So it's 2 shields. So often he is going to shield here. And he does go for that first shield. I'm just trying to get to another Dragon Claw, but we CMP here. This is like deja vu. If it's a cross chop, this is like exactly like last match, and it's another cross chop, and I live with 1 health again and get to this Dragon Claw. Deja vu here. I'm getting to this Dragon Claw the same exact way. I love this Shadow Charizard. It has just enough IVs to survive there, and I don't get that last Fire Spin off. This Machamp has no shields left, so I just need to get to the Energy Ball, and he is just out of Weather Ball range, so he does throw this next cross chop. So I gotta be careful because I gotta be mindful of his switch timer. I'm a little scared of him swapping on a move, and oh no, I go for the Weather Ball though, because I think that the Weather Ball will just about KO, and maybe he's 1 Powder Snow away, but I think I'm a little off here. And yes, I am a little off here, but he helps me out, and he swaps into the Charizard, and then now I'm able to get to my Weather Ball before he gets to their cross chop. He gave me a little bit of a win condition there. I think I had a win condition where I could have thrown the Energy Ball and won anyway. But I played a little bit off, and then he played a little bit off. So it evened it out in the end, and that's 2-0. Game number 3 against Lordly Haddock. Shout out to Lordly Haddock at twitch.tv. Shadow Charizard into Shadow Machamp. Now this is a good matchup in the 1 shield, no baits. But every Machamp baits cross chop against Charizard because the risk reward is so high. If you no shield it and you let the Rock Slide land, you just get KO'd. And if you shield the cross chop, it can sometimes flip the matchup. And I believe oh my god, I shielded the cross chop. I've always like they're throwing cross chop. Every Machamp player throws cross chop. I shield it every time. But I just go for the Dragon Claw myself because you can actually win the 1 shield just going straight Dragon Claw with Shadow Charizard, I believe. And then he safe swaps into the Empoleon. And my team is quite weak to the Empoleon, so I stay in and just try to land a Blast Burn. And does he want to go without shields the rest of the game? Or does he shield this one? And he no shields it, which is quite good for me. Now I swap into the Abomasnow to try to get a big farm down with these double resisted Powder Snows. And 1 Drill Peck will go through. It's a non-stab move. It does a decent amount of damage, but it's not terrible. So I do get that farm down there. So I'm at a Weather Ball of energy here. I expect to see that Shadow Machamp again, but it's a Alolan Ninetales, an XL Alolan Ninetales, pretty XL at that. And I'm going for a bait here because at this point, I think I feel like I'm kind of behind. And I go for a big bait here to try to get a little edge, and it doesn't go through. So that's so bad for me. So I go for the back-to-back Weather Balls. I think I did not let a Charm through, which is quite nice. But he's going to no-shield this one, and he does. So he no-shields that one. I get farmed down, so now I have Charizard with a little bit of health and a fully healthy Froslass. But I have to take out not just this Ninetales, but that Machamp as well. So like I said, this is the Charm variant. This is either a Psyshock or a Weather Ball. Either way, it's not that impactful, and it is the Weather Ball here, so not very effective. So I'm just trying to position myself to be able to close this game, farm up some energy. He switches into Machamp. I try to throw the Avalanche right before he gets to a cross chop, and if he shields, I'm hoping he shields. I'm just like, please shield this. And he no shields this. He saves the shield for his Ninetales, which is really smart because I'm not going to be able to get to 2 moves here. So I have to win this game with fast move damage. I throw the Avalanche, which isn't maybe the best play ever because I'm not going to win with charge move, but it does do 1 damage. And then I switch in the Charizard, and then we simultaneously KO there. And I'm left with 1 health left on my Froslass that I switched out of. Such a close game. These games are so close. I'm telling you, it's like this the entire way. Match number 4, Jang Jaka. Okay. Shadow Charizard into Abomasnow. I love to see Abomasnows. I'm triple good against Abomasnow. Well, equal with my Abomasnow, but my Charizard beats it, my Froslass beats it. I just love to see the Abomasnow. And they're just staying in, which is kind of interesting. Gonna force a shield out of me. I actually no shield this. This is surprising. In the no shield, I believe I can actually lose if I don't throw anything, because I'm trying to go for the big farm down, and I don't throw anything, and I do try to go for the big farm down. I'll take swap, I'll take switch advantage, and I'll be able to have a lot of energy coming out of this if I get this full farm down, and that's what I'm going for. I just go for the big farm down onto this Abomasnow, and now I'm looking to bank this energy, because a lot of times they'll bring in Pokemon that can soak that energy, and a Kingdra can soak that quite nicely. So I swap into the Froslass here. I'm just going to go for the Avalanche, and he switches on it, but it's into a Clefable, so it's not the end of the world. I want to throw an Avalanche against this Clefable anyway, because it takes 2 Avalanches and Powder Snow damage to kill it. So I am going to go for that next Avalanche. I do get there before this Clefable is going to be able to get to a move. But at this point, it can shield and farm me down, which is a little scary, because how am I going to be able to handle this Kingdra? And do I get to one more? Oh my god, my Froslass is XL enough to get to one more. And at this point, if I take both the shields from this Clefable, I'm in a very good position here. And I take both the shields from the Clefable. So I'm deciding, do I just soak this energy onto my Charizard? Do I just take this Clefable out? I win CMP. Maybe I should just throw the Blast Burn and just take this Clefable out. And that's what I decide to do. I just throw the Blast Burn, take the Clefable out, so I don't have to spend a shield or don't have to soak the energy on the Charizard. So it was nice to bank that energy. I'm pressing on Abomasnow. I don't know why the Fire Spin went through, and I died there. I pressed on the Abomasnow swap, and at this point, a lot of people throw Octazooka here. And I'm like, this is an Octazooka. But I can survive Outrage. And I'm like, oh my god, it's the Outrage. So he throws the Outrage. I respect it. And I go for the Energy Ball, and I barely get it. Another game where I'm just 1 health. Oh my goodness. I can survive Outrage from that range anyway. That's why I no-shielded it. And the Energy Ball barely takes them out. I'm left with just 1 health and 1 shield. Okay, match number 5. Here we go. Shadow Charizard into another Abomasnow, a Shadow version this time. I love to see Abomasnow. My team is just so good against Abomasnow. Say switch Galvantula. I don't hate this. I win the 1 shield with Charizard here, and I do try to swap on a move, because a lot of times the Galvantula throws a lunge, and if it's a discharge, I'd rather take that discharge onto the Froslass, and it is that lunge. So I catch the lunge onto the Froslass here. That is quite good. This Galvantula does not have a ton health left, and now I'm just going for the Avalanches. I'm probably going to force a shield here, which is quite nice. Force a shield here, and then this Galvantula is still kind of low health, but no, the Galvantula just lets it go. And so now I'm in a decent spot here. I got some energy on my Charizard. I know I got a good matchup with Abomasnow in the back no matter what I use. And then here comes the Abomasnow coming back in against my Froslass. And at this point, I'm like, did he get all the way to an Energy Ball? One thing you might not know about me, I don't always count. And so it's more of a feel game with me. So I was like, that is not an Energy Ball. So I do just go for my Avalanche, even though it is weakened by the lunge. I could have tried to swap out and clear that debuff, but I just go for it anyway. And then I swap, and it's a simultaneous swap. And this guy's running, or this person, Gal, is running Abomasnow double electric. But I get the shield straight away, and I can't really get farmed down here. These Volt Switches are not doing enough, so I'm just going for a Dragon Claw again. Just trying to do damage before I get out of here, because I know I have Abomasnow in the back, which resists those Volt Switches anyway, and I get another shield. So now I got 2 shields for my Abomasnow here, but I have some health on my Froslass, so I'm trying to, I think, soak up the energy on this Alolan Raichu, maybe get him debuffed, maybe he throws a Wild Charge, debuffs himself. So I'm just going straight Froslass here, and he goes for the Volt Switches, and oh my god, I barely get to this Avalanche and just waste all of the opponent's energy here. Oh, I love to see that XL Froslass, all that grinding to get those Snow Runt candies paid off. So now I got 2 shields versus a Shadow Abomasnow, versus my Abomasnow, Shadow Abomasnow. So that's a GG. And that is 5-0 for the first set. And I believe here, if we go forward a little bit, I think we're just going to see. Oh, Swinub. I'm actually looking for XL candies for Swinub because I want to play XL Pillow Swine in the future. So look out for that later. And I'll just catch this Swinub, and then I believe I'm going to be able to see my ELO, what I get up to. So this is 5-0 now. Should get a decent amount of points. Even at this ELO, you still get a lot of points. They made it so you can actually rank up and climb this season. So I ended up at 35-10 for my first 5-0. Started off 5-0. Now I'm playing Legendary, which is a good name. I really like that name, Legendary. Well done. Well done, sir. So Shadow Charizard into Legendary's Charizard. So a lot of the time I do win CMP with my Charizard because I have 6 attack. It's not because I'm Shadow, because that's not weighted into the CMP. And I get an extra Fire Spin here through. It was really nice. They decide to throw first. I get an extra Fire Spin of energy. He goes for the Dragon Claw, so now I can go for 2 Dragon Claws pretty safely. But I decide to go for the Blast Burn, actually. I go for the big Blast Burn here. I believe double Dragon Claw is the better play, because 2 Dragon Claws would be able to take out that Charizard, but then he swaps into the Gallade, looking to farm me down. I do get to 1 more Dragon Claw here, but if they are counting, they know it's just a Dragon Claw, so they can let it go, and let's see if they do. They do let it go. Really good counting on their end, and I match it with the Abomasnow swap, because I know the Leaf Blade isn't going to be able to kill me, and I always think it's a bait, but they don't have too much time to bait, and I think I'm gonna get close combated. I do get close combated, so I am in a not a great spot here. The close combat goes through. I am gonna be able to farm down, hopefully. So I go into my Froslass, I go for the farm down, I get that farm down, so I do have some energy on my Froslass, and basically I'm gonna be matched up with this Charizard, and I'm going to be able to farm it down, and I do get the farm down, the huge farm down. So now I got a ton of energy and 2 shields, and I'm met with a Venusaur. And one good thing about my team is it's triple good against Venusaur. I'm absolutely dominant against Venusaur, so I love to see this in the back. And at this point, their win condition is just to Vine Whip me down, but I get to Avalanches too quickly, and I should get to these 2 Avalanches no problem. So even if I don't safe swap it, XL Froslass in the back can have some fantastic matchups with shields and with energy advantage. It's a really strong Pokemon, and I was able to have both of those this time. So I'm going to get to this last Avalanche, take out this Venusaur here, and we're going to go 6-0 to start out this run. GG. Okay. Match number 7, I believe, against Trent. What's up, Trent? So here we go. Shadow Charizard into Obstagoon. This is a good matchup, positive matchup. I like to go straight Blast Burns against the Obstagoon here, and so I believe that is what I'm going to go for. I always let the first Night Slash through. Maybe they get a boost. You hate to see the boost, so you always let the first Night Slash through, I believe. You're trying to go for the 1 shield. And so I let this through. I'm going for a Blast Burn here. Do I throw it straight away? Because sometimes really good players try to swap on the move. So I go for that Blast Burn. This is going to be able to hit the Obstagoon. If he no-shields it, he's pretty much dead at this range. So he does shield it, Smart Shield. And at this point, I am in Night Slash range, so I'm a little worried, but I do get that Dragon Claw first. So now that I chipped him down this far, I believe I'm considering no-shielding. Because he'll be able to probably get to 2 Night Slashes even if I shield, and I'm not going to be able to farm him down at this range. So I just need to get into my next Pokemon. And the bad thing is I don't really have a Pokemon to farm down in Obstagoon. So I just go straight into Froslass, just going for a Powder Snow farm down. Going to let this Night Slash through. Oh no, I go for the shield here. I'm maybe thinking I'm going to be able to Powder Snow him down before he gets to another Night Slash, which is not happening. So if he boosted there, that would have been bad because I would have had a double shield. But luckily, he does not boost there, so I can no-shield this one comfortably and just continue my farm down. And now we're equal on shields, and I'm ahead a lot of energy. I'm obviously down in health, and then here comes a Drifblim, which is quite good. It's switch locked too, which is really good. because I'm almost at 2 avalanches here. So I'm able to go ahead and throw that avalanche, and then I swap into my Abomasnow because I'm trying to get the big farm down, but no, I don't get that farm down. But this is just Icy Wind. Like I said, I don't always count, but that was just an Icy Wind. So the Icy Wind does go through. Now I'm debuffed. The Obscune has a little bit of health, and I'm met with a Charizard. And this Charizard has Fire Spin, so this is really bad. But I will be able to get 2 Weather Balls off. I'm a little bit scared of his timer, but I know it's not quite up yet because he did switch lock that Drifloon not too long ago. So I am going to back-to-back here. And I think, I'm not sure if I cut off a Fire Spin. I think that Fire Spin damage did go through. Not quite positive there, but I get to this next Weather Ball here. He no shields it, which at this point now I'm just trying to win with fast move damage because I'm not going to be able to get the 2 moves. So I'm gonna be an Ice type farming down this Fire Dragon here. I shield this probably Dragon Claw, and I don't think he has time to get to another Dragon Claw. And so I'm just going for the farm down, and I just need one more Powder Snow. I get the farm down, and now this Obstacle comes in, and I just need to get the Powder Snow. I'm resisting these counters, and oh my god, these games are so close. I barely just hold on. I'm just XL enough. I'm not fully XL'd. I could be 1 level higher if I could find some Snowbrat XL candy, but I was XL enough to live that with like 1 health. So that's 7-0. Match number 8 against ADM. We got the Shadow Charizard versus the Toxicroak, the shiny Toxicroak. That looks beautiful. So sometimes I try to farm up a bunch of energy and try to swap onto the Froslass to catch that Sludge Bomb. But this time I get to Blast Burn, and then I just throw the Dragon Claw. Because if they don't shield, they're pretty much dead. So they're really incentivized to shield this. So they do shield that one. And a lot of times I try to swap. And I do this time I swap. He doesn't throw any moves though. And I'm met with a Ninetales here. It's a Powder Snow. Oh, no, sorry. It's a Charm version. I'm the one throwing Powder Snow. It's that Charm version, and it's not as XL as the one I saw earlier. So this one is about 2300, so I'm just going for the Shadow Ball. These Charms are adding up, but if he throws a Weather Ball, I should barely survive this. So I think I always no-shield this, and I'm trying to get to the next Shadow Ball here. If I have to, I can throw the Avalanche. But I really would like to get the Shadow Ball. And I get nervous, but I keep composure enough just to get that Shadow Ball. I'm nervous just watching this back. I thought I was going to have to throw that Avalanche, but look at that composure by 2-0 Butters to get to that Shadow Ball. And now I'm up shields, and I have switch advantage again. So this game is looking quite nice for me. Here comes the Toxicroak. The Toxicroak has some energy, so I have to absorb this energy on Charizard because Abomasnow doesn't really want to see Toxicroak. I do shield this. I think a lot of times they do Mud Bomb bait here because I got 2 shields. And they do Mud Bomb bait me. So now I'm going to be forced to double shield because they bait me. And he gets to the Sludge Bomb right before my Dragon Claw. So I have to double shield here because the Sludge Bomb will take me out. And it is the Sludge Bomb. But I believe we did CNP on this. Oh no, we didn't. And then they swap into an Umbreon. And this is tough. Umbreon is so thick, and he has a shield left, and Toxicroak has some health in the back, so I believe I want to maintain this Charizard's health because I'm close to dying to Foul Play here, so I just swap into the Abomasnow, and this isn't a terrible matchup for the Abomasnow. Excuse me. Abomasnow is a pretty good Pokemon with good moves, good stats, and Umbreon doesn't out-thick it as much as other Pokemon. These Weather Balls are very efficient, so I'm able to survive this Foul Play, and I'm just going to try to spam these Weather Balls. I'm trying to get the 3 before I die, so see if I get all the way up to 3. I am going for the back-to-back here. No Snarl goes through. The mechanics. The mechanics by 2-0 Butters there to be able to cut off that Snarl. Back-to-back? No, I don't go for the back-to-back. It didn't. Snarl goes through, but that's okay. So I go for this Weather Ball here. I am going to try to get to my 3rd. I'm probably looking at my switch timer here, trying to get a little cheeky, maybe try to go back to my Charizard. And do I get to this Weather Ball right before? But no, he swaps. He swaps into his Toxicroak, trying to maybe farm me down. But I do get to this Weather Ball here, and at this point, I don't know if I want to swap straight away. I think I want to get some Powder Snows in, maybe make him throw energy, but then now I'll swap. Right when I'm 1 Powder Snow away, that's when I'll swap, because now I can just do 1 Powder Snow, get to that Weather Ball. I don't believe this will kill me, so I do threaten the Dragon Claw, and I do just get to that Dragon Claw. seal the deal here. Umbreon's thick, but the switch timer comes back up. You can make a little shifty moves, and I am able to take that match. And so it is now 8-0. All right. Match number 9 against the 6th Ninja. Shout out to the 6th Ninja. Great battler, great streamer. And we get Charizard into the Shadow Snorlax. I know he sometimes runs Shadow Snorlax Double Dragon. I'm really afraid of that Kingdra. I don't want to match it up against my Charizard. My Ice types are just fine against it, but again, I like to do the lick damage on the Charizard and then try to take a move on the Froslass. And that worked out great. I took that lick damage on Charizard. I grab a move from the Snorlax. It is the superpower, so he's going to superpower dip. And he dips into that Kingdra. So I see the Kingdra here. I'm actually quite happy. So I just throw this first Avalanche, and I'm just trying to get the 2 Avalanches here before he gets to an Octazooka. But he should be able to get that Octazooka first. So I'm just spamming like crazy, trying to get to this Avalanche. Does he get to the Octazooka? Yes, he gets to the Octazooka right before my second Avalanche. So at this point, this Kingdra obviously cannot be farmed down by Charizard. So I have to go for the farm down on the Abomasnow here, and I have to be very careful because if I let an Outrage through, I'm in huge trouble. But if I let an Octazooka through and I get no debuff, I'm really, really far ahead, and I am just going for the big farm down. But he is going to get to a move here, and he barely gets to a move, and at this point, I feel like I just let it go. I'm just going to run 2 shields with Charizard. It's probably an Octazooka anyway. Kingdra users like to use their Octazooka. It is the Octazooka, but it doesn't debuff. By the way, Kingdra, Octazooka, the worst move in Pokemon Go. 50-50 coin flip that flips matchups. I don't like that Pokemon, but luckily we take it down. And then here comes the Togekiss. And oh, okay. This is not a second dragon in the back. Togekiss is quite good. So I'm now have a lot of energy stored on this Abomasnow. And I'm just going to be able to Weather Ball here. And I probably can't even threaten the next Weather Ball. But at this point, I could just probably kill this Togekiss with fast move damage. And he realized that, so he just lets that go. And in comes the Snorlax. And now we're in a double shield scenario. But I think I'm definitely ahead on energy because he threw that superpower earlier. So now I'm just going straight Dragon Claws. Just Dragon Claws all the way. If he lets one through, he lets one through, and I could just go for a farm down or something. So I'm into the next Dragon Claw here. I believe he does let this through. I think at this point the 6th Ninja knows that I'm a little too far ahead in this battle. No, he does shield that one. So this is what happened. He doesn't throw. He doesn't throw. He needs to get up to 3 body slams, so I assume he's trying to get to 100 energy. He's not quite there yet. This Dragon Claw hits, doesn't quite kill. At this point, he's close to 100 energy, but I have 2 shields. It's not going to do the trick, and I'm able to farm down the 6th Ninja. GG. There we go. 9-0 to start this run. Match number 10 against a level 50 Sodium Hue. I feel like I've seen this person a lot. I don't know them, but I've seen this person around, battled against them a bunch. So we get the Shadow Charizard into the Skarmory. Fantastic lead. You love to see that when you're 9-0 right now, trying to go for that 10-0. Fantastic lead into Skarmory. Swaps into the Kingdra, and I meet that swap with the Froslass. I can always switch into the Abomasnow if I wanted to. That could be the better play because you would rather match up the Froslass with Skarmory than Abomasnow with Skarmory. But if they have Swampert in the back, which a lot of teams do have, then you want to go in with the Froslass. And again, no debuff. I'm getting quite lucky on this run. No debuff there. Able to get to this Avalanche. I let the Octazooka through. I'm telling you, Kingdra users love their Octazookas. So I let that Octazooka through. Get to this next Avalanche. And then now they can farm down if they shield. And like I said, I'm expecting a Swampert in the back. And that's why I went in with the Froslass, because I really would have liked to match up my Abomasnow with the Swampert. But since I know shield, Kingdra does take swap advantage. And that's what Kingdra wants. Kingdra just wants that swap advantage. It's a tool to get that swap advantage, and that worked for them there. So now I'm just going to go with the Abomasnow, and I need 2 shields for Charizard. I don't care if it's an Outrage, because I need 2 shields for Charizard, because I need to be able to kill that Swampert. Oh my god, it is the Outrage level. Okay, I care a little bit. But I do get this farm down, so I am going to have 1 Weather Ball banked up, and in comes the Skarmory. I do have an Energy Ball banked up, and then, yep, there it is. There's that Swampert. But Shadow Charizard, Blast Burns do a lot. It is resisted, but these Blast Burns do a lot. They are a shield behind because they gave up a shield to get the swap advantage, and now with the fire spins, if I land a Dragon Claw, I just win this matchup. So I'm just trying to get to 2 Dragon Claws here before he gets to 3 Hydro Cannons. So that's Hydro Cannon number 1. And so I'm trying to get to 2 Dragon Claws before he gets to 2 more Hydro Cannons. So this is Hydro Cannon number 2. And I'm just trying to outpace him. I do win CMP, so I need 2 more fire spins. 1, 2, get to this Dragon Claw. And if we CMP here, I lose the game 100%. But and at this point, I'm looking a little bit at the switch timer. Is he going to try to swap? But no, he lets it go. He saves the shield for Skarmory. And then now I just go for I have to go for the bait here. He has a shield left. If he no shields this, he just loses the game. So I believe he has to shield. Yes, he does have to shield. And at this point, I'm trying to CMP, catch on the swap. I'm trying to catch his move and CMP on it. So I swap in, throw the Weather Ball, and I get the Weather Ball. And I catch the move. Oh my god, that doesn't always work out, but I was trying to catch the move and throw a move, and that's the perfect situation. I get the double there. I get the charge move on my Abomasnow, but I get the CMP and throw my Weather Ball first. And at this point, I knew he didn't have enough energy. I just go for the Blast Burn. I could have gone for Dragon Claw, but I go for the Blast Burn because I'm so pumped that I got that swap off to sack swap the Abomasnow, but CMP first to get my move off. You'll love to see that, and that's a 10-0. So here we go. Let's fast forward ahead a little bit and see what this 10-0 gives us. It gives us a Growlithe. And then catch that Growlithe. And then what is this 10-0? 35-75. So at this point, I'm quite high on the leaderboards, but I want to push that 3600. I'm 10-0 right now. I want to keep pushing. So let's see what we got in the next set. Okay, match number 11. We started off sizzling hot, as you can see, 10-0 from 34 to 35-75. So let's see if we can continue that run. Here we go. Match number 11. The queues were getting long at this point. Okay, so Shadow Charizard into Alolan Ninetales XL. You'd love to see it. We're going to see what the fast move is. Is the Powder Snow here. Say swaps into the Mandibuzz. And then I match with the Abomasnow. This is a good matchup for the Abomasnow. I'd rather take these aerial aces on the Abomasnow that isn't as good of a move than I would take the foul play onto the Froslass. So I'm just trying to get to double Weather Ball before I get to before he gets to the next aerial ace. But I've never actually played this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. An XL Mandibuzz is pretty rare, especially I believe this one is like 2470 or something. But I saw from the first aerial ace that I could take it. So I do just let this one go and then go for my next Weather Ball. I barely survived those Snarls, and I'm going to force a shield here. So I've never played this matchup before, but luckily I was able to eyeball that. Know I can take the next one just fine. And yeah, this one's 2, 4, 4, 6. So that is a big Mandibuzz there. So I'm trying to go for the big farm down, and I do go for the big farm down on Froslass. I'm going to be taking these foul plays or maybe Dark Pulse here. But I'm just going to go for the big farm down, try to save 2 shields, and just have a ton of energy in the back. We know there's a Powder Snow XL Alolan Ninetales. And does he get to another move? He barely does. Mandibuzz, just like in Great League, in Ultra League Premier, is just so thick. So this Mandibuzz Say Swap actually put in a lot of work, able to take out my Abomasnow and get my Froslass pretty low here. So that Mandibuzz did a lot. And then here comes the Alolan Ninetales. I do have this Shadow Ball banked up. I'm trying to get the 2 Shadow Balls here. They might try to throw a Weather Ball just to take me out, but no, I swap straight away onto my Dragon Claw, which depending if they remember how much energy I banked, they shield it anyway, because I did not keep that Blast Burn. I baited them a little poker there. I only had Dragon Claw energy, so now I am gonna try to shield and farm down here, because down shields Shadow Charizard is just insane. And here it is in Empoleon, which is quite good versus my team, but down shields I'm just able to take it out. I think this almost kills, and I should be able to take it with fire spin damage. So that poker game to bait that Dragon Claw. Yes, and then one more fire spin, but he gets one more waterfall. So he's able to farm me down, and this is going to come down to the wire. I just need an avalanche here, and if they throw a Psyshock, I'm probably dead. But if this is Weather Ball, I think I can survive. And it is the Weather Ball. Doesn't quite get there. I was 2 Powder Snows away. Maybe they could have got to the Psyshock, but I am going to be able to get this Avalanche, and there's no guarantee that this actually kills. It is resisted, but Avalanche is a good move, able to take out that Ninetales, which I think was 2,500, so this opponent was very XL, but that's 11-0. Okay, match number 12. We got the Shadow Charizard into a Charizard, a shiny one, for the opponent. So we're going to find out the fast move. We're both rocking the fire spin here, so this is a matchup I probably want to stay in. Probably try to go for the double Dragon Claw here. See if I get a fire spin through. I do get a fire spin through. That's why sometimes it's good to throw second. You get in that fire spin if your opponent doesn't throw the exact right time. They go for the Blast Burn here, but now I can kill with double Dragon Claw, and I know they went for the Blast Burn, so I know that they can't be at a Dragon Claw yet, so I do sneak in one extra fire spin. So one Dragon Claw here. Maybe they get tricky and try to swap out of it, but no, they get a fire spin through on my back-to-back, and I throw the second Dragon Claw. And at this point, if they let it go, I will take switch advantage, which is quite nice, and they do let it go. So I do have swap advantage here, but it is an Obstagoon. Obstagoon in the back is just good against both my Pokemon, especially with shields. I have to go in with Froslass because I resist the counters, at least on Froslass, and the Night Slashes are coming in. I let the first one go because if they get a boost, then I have to start shielding later. So the Night Slash does a decent amount. Like 2 Night Slashes pretty much kills the Froslass here. So this is actually quite scary. And then they swap into Umbreon. So another 2 Dark types against my Froslass in the back. Was not a good situation, but I was able to bank up all that energy and then come into the Abomasnow. And the Abomasnow has a fine matchup with this Umbreon. And it has the Dark Pulse, though, which is interesting. A lot of people run the Foul Play, but this Umbreon does have the Dark Pulse. My Froslass needs to hold on to those shields because 2 Dark types in the back is just terrible for it. So I am saving those shields for Froslass. Trying to get as much damage out as I can on the Abomasnow. Trying to land 3 Weather Balls at least. And the nice thing about Ultra Premier is sometimes you get back to your timer. Especially with these spammy, thick mons. I do get a shield there. Maybe they thought I was throwing the energy ball. I get a shield, trying to back-to-back Weather Ball now. And if I do back-to-back Weather Ball, I'll probably try to combo move it and switch over to my Froslass and avalanche this thing down. Do I go for it? I think I'm going to go for it. I think the timer is back up, so I think I'm going to go for the combo move here. I go for this Weather Ball. Come on, Butters, throw the combo move. But no, they tried to do a combo move. They swapped first. I'm barely able to survive with the Abomasnow with 1 health. And I have 2 avalanches worth of energy now. They have 1 shield, but an avalanche is just not enough. So this is actually a really bad situation right here. This Obstagoon is still too healthy. I can't just Powder Snow down an avalanche. It's too healthy at this point. Obviously, I do have the shield. I sneak in a Powder Snow there. I can double avalanche here, but the Umbreon has health in the back. I need to avalanche that Umbreon. So at this point, I think I tapped maybe 1 Powder Snow over worth of energy, but at this point, I need to get the 2 avalanches because I need to be able to avalanche that Umbreon that's in the back because it probably has a move. So I'm trying to get close to another avalanche, but he's just at that Night Slash, so I have to throw this avalanche. But where's my switch timer? Like I said, these matches are long. I go for it. I instant swap into the Abomasnow, catching their move because they're scared I had 2 avalanches. I catch the Dark Pulse. Now I'm able to outpace this Umbreon, just barely survive the Snarls. Just XL enough. This Froslass is able to take out this Umbreon. I don't know how I won this matchup. Two Dark types versus my Froslass in the back. I had to really utilize that switch clock, and that's a GG right there. That's 12-0. Okay, here we go. Match number 13 against Dunebug. Dunebug has been the MVP of this GBL season. Just fantastic all season. So this is like, for me to get to 3600, this feels like this battle means a lot. Another Charizard lead is running the Fire Spin here. So I do stay in with my Charizard. And I believe I'm going to try to go for the double Dragon Claw. He throws the move first. Really good timing by Dunebug to not let me get that Fire Spin through like I did in previous matchups. And so I'm trying to double Dragon Claw here, and I'm hoping that I'll win CMP. But the thing is, he threw his Dragon Claw first, so he's going to be able to get to that. If we tied here, he will get to that CMP first. So smart by Dunebug to throw his Dragon Claw first. And yes, we did CMP there, and I have to shield now because I can't really farm down this Charizard comfortably. Just kidding. Yes, I can. I switch into the Froslass to go for the big farm down on this Charizard. And at this point, I'm pretty sure that's a Dragon Claw. So I just let this Dragon Claw go and go for my big farm down on this Charizard. So I just keep Powder Stoning, but in comes the Venusaur. So he's going to sack the Venusaur here. Venusaur I'm triple good against, so I'm pretty happy here. But one thing I know is that he definitely has Shadow Machamp in the back, because I know he said that Charizard Shadow Machamp is just a broken combination, so I know he's running it. So I'm just waiting to see that Shadow Machamp. So I get one shield by the Venusaur here. Two shields by the Venusaur here. So this Venusaur is going to go for the big farm down. And will I be able to absorb that energy onto my Charizard? I think that's what the plan is. I just want to sponge that energy up and then go into the Abomasnow. Try to close with the Abomasnow now. So I go with the Charizard, and I just throw Dragon Claw straight away. I had one banked. I might as well throw it so that the farm down is easier, because that Venusaur did get to a decent amount of energy. I just want to get that farm down with the Abomasnow. And I believe we do CMP. We do CMP here. So I let it go. I need to save the shield for the Abomasnow because we know there's a Shadow Machamp in the back, just knowing from the way he plays. So I swap out straight away. The Charizard actually survives, and I'm trying to get this farm down. I don't quite get it. The Venusaur got to too much energy, gets to the Sludge Bomb here, so I do have to shield this Sludge Bomb. And at this point, I'm two things. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Shadow Machamp, but he does Switch Lock it, so I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about him switching into the Charizard and sacking it. So I'm just like, please, biggest energy ball of your life. If I hit this energy ball, I'm gonna win. I do hit the energy ball, but he survives with 1 health. It is the opposite. I've been surviving with 1 health all day. That Shadow Machamp survives with 1 health and able to get off the cross chop to win the game. If I just did like 1 damage more, I would have been able to kill that Machamp, farm down the Venusaur, and farm down the Charizard, I believe. So GG Dunebug, great season. I do take my first L of the run here, so I'm 12-1 now. All right, match number 14, and now that I took the L, I have to win out. I'm 35-75. I want to hit 3600. I want to be the first one to do it. I have to win out. I have to win these next 2 games in another Charizard lead. Everyone's leading Charizard. Charizard's such a good lead right now in the meta. And we do see, though, that this Charizard is Dragon Breath. So Dragon Breath means go into your Ice types here. And we're met by a Shadow Snorlax. And with Energy Advantage, I actually win this 1 shield matchup. Or the 0 shield matchup. So I am just going to go ahead and go for these Avalanches here. The dimensions of Snorlax is it dies to 2 Avalanches. So I'm just going to go for that first Avalanche and just go for the second. Is it going to try to throw before I get there? No, just going for maybe Lick Down. Maybe they're trying to double shield Lick Down. I go for this next Avalanche. I will take Switch Advantage if they no shield it, but they do shield. So how much are they going to try Lick Down? I'm XL enough to get to another Avalanche, so they got to be careful there. And I get to this Avalanche. So at this point, if they don't want to waste all this energy that they just banked up, they have to double shield. And then I'll be up 2 shields. And they do. They double shield. And it was a CNP. Best case scenario here. It would be, I mean, if it's a superpower, that's the true best case scenario. But it's just a body slam. So I do survive the body slam. They get a couple more licks in. And at this point, I'm thinking, how am I going to sponge up this energy? I'm up 2 shields. I know they have a Charizard, but it's Dragon Breath. I can survive Dragon Breath. So let's sponge up this energy on Charizard. I get a Fire Spin through. Let's let this go. Because I think Abomasnow in the back is looking pretty good because I can survive those Dragon Breath damage. I'm trying to get to the Dragon Claw. No, I tried to go for farm down. Maybe I'm trying to shield and farm down here. Yes, that is the play. Shields down. Charizard is so good. So I am going to try to shield this and go for the farm down. And then I swap into the Abomasnow, and then they get into their Charizard. And at this point, we CMP here, and I know they have Blast Burn energy. I have to shield. I feel like they're going to bait, but I have to shield. And they go for it. They go for the big Blast Burn there. I'm so happy I shield, because a lot of times I'm just like, oh, they're baiting. They're Dragon Clawing here. They're going to try to Dragon Claw or something. But I do shield that. Get to this Weather Ball. And at this point, I feel like I can comfortably farm down. Because he already threw the Blast Burn of energy. He could do to a Dragon Claw, but Dragon Claw's not going to be too impactful for him here. So he does get to this Dragon Claw. I get the farm down. Abomasnow double weak to fire. Easy Charizard counter. Get that farm down. Now we have the Pokemon in the back, and it's an Abomasnow. Now this is a little tricky because the Abomasnow has will survive more than 2 Weather Balls. I have to throw 3 Weather Balls to kill it. So this is a little bit of a tricky situation. I'm gonna try to farm up some energy and then swap other Charizard. No, I just swap right away. Combo move. The other 2 Butters was more focused. I had that banked up energy from before I Dragon Claw. I could have gone for the Blast Burn, but I knew I had a Dragon Claw. I wasn't sure that if I had a Blast Burn. And I'm able to take it with the Fire Spin. But yeah, I banked up that energy for later. I combo move there. Great play. And that's 13-1. I'm 1 win away from 3,600 in my eyes. I need to win this last game. This last game is huge. Here we go. Game number 15 with World First 3,600 on the line. I know I have to win this game to get it. Shadow Charizard into Dragonite. Not a great lead, but I have 2 Ice types. So I'm good against Dragonite. So I try to sneak this Froslass on him. He's prepared. He swaps straight in, but it's a Bronzong, an XL Bronzong. This is okay because I get to these Shadow Balls, and these Shadow Balls almost KO a Bronzong, I believe. Super effective Shadow Ball is going to do a lot of damage. So do I get the first shield? I do get this first shield. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty hyped. I'm thinking, okay, this is mine to win. This is my game. This is probably just a Psyshock, but I shield it. I don't know if I can survive it. I think I can, but I shield it just to be safe because I really want to get to this next Shadow Ball to get the shields down and maybe be able to close with Shadow Abomasnow in the back. Or Charizard, because Charizard with shields down can do a lot of Dragon Claw damage to Dragonite. And he no-shields it and dies, and I get the Powder Snow farm down. Absolutely huge. I get the swap advantage, so now I'll be able to match up my Abomasnow on his Dragonite, and I get to 1 more Avalanche onto this Galvantula. So I'm going to be able to match up my Abomasnow on this Dragonite, which is fantastic. I want to close with Abomasnow here. So I want to go in with Charizard, so I just bring in Charizard straight away because I want to leave a little bit of health on Froslass just in case I get lunged later on the Abomasnow. I know I'm closing with Abomasnow, and he does lunge my Charizard, so I survive this, and I'm able to get to another move. I try to go for the Blast Burn here, and no, he swaps, but I see it. I see the swap, so I go for my Dragon Claw here. So now I'm in a fantastic position, but I'm going to get farmed down because I'm not going to be able to get to the next Dragon Claw. But I did leave Froslass with some health. So at this point, I can absorb this Dragon Claw either on my Froslass or onto my Abomasnow. And I decide to absorb it on my Abomasnow because I want to start getting some energy for that Galvantula. And like I said, if I get lunged, I can always swap off the debuff if I need to. So I let that Dragon Claw go. It's just one Spooter in the way of 3,600 here. And I just get to this Weather Ball. He doesn't even get to the lunge. I get to this Weather Ball, and I'm just thinking, please be enough. Please be enough. Please be enough. Please be enough. And it's enough. Galvantula goes down. That's 14-1. I don't know if I'm at this point. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna hit it. 14-1. I hope it's enough. I wish I went 15-0. I wish I beat Dunebug as the final boss and had a clean 15-0. But I really feel good about how I played in this set, and I'm just really hoping to get that 3,600. So I just got to get this Ponyta out of the way, and we'll see if I do in fact get that 3,600 world first with XL Froslass, which is just would be an awesome feeling. And there it is. 3608. is the final score. All right, so 14-1. I went from 34-34 to 36-08 in 3 sets, which is pretty crazy with a Pokemon that I'm pretty sure not a lot of people play. I started looking at it close to the winter event, thought it was a good safe swap, was really excited to grind out those candies and use it, and wow, was that worth it? I got to 3600 with it, just a fantastic feeling, and GG. So just to let y'all know what happened on the leaderboards, I was not able to get the rank 1 on the leaderboard. Unfortunately, I get to rank 2, but it's okay. I'm pretty positive I was the first one to 3600. I got 3600 early yesterday, which is the day before this leaderboard came out, so probably a couple hours after the leaderboard before reset. So I feel pretty confident I was still world first 3600, which is pretty cool. I'm happy about that, and I have hit rank 1 on the leaderboard 2 times before in Ultra League Premier, so not the end of the world. Would have loved to get that number 1, not gonna lie, but you know, it is what it is. But wow, just a fantastic run to hit 3600. Super pumped about it. I just want to say thank you all so much for checking out my YouTube debut. I'm looking to make more of these. I know this is my first one. I got a lot of room for growth, but appreciate you all, and hopefully see you in the next video.